mortal foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or force, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest, and the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
Greetings, everyone, and thank you for joining me on this Sunday as we chat about living from within. The majority of us do not do that. The majority of us live from outside of us. We live based on the input from our outer five senses, our fears, our ego. But very seldom do we live from within, from the higher consciousness and the divine that carries us throughout our lives. Those who possess inner wisdom throughout the ages know that the betterment of living life from within themselves is just so much more rewarding than anything else. Turning inside to your innate inner consciousness is what often is called contacting the kingdom of heaven. And biblically it is said, seek first the kingdom of heaven, and all things will be added unto you. That is quite a statement. But the truth is, if we live from within, we have so much knowledge. We have access to so much, whether it be in the Akashic records, whether it be in our subconscious minds. There are various ways that you can look at this. But ultimately, our wisdom resides within. And when we can access that, our inborn divinity, then everything takes on a higher consciousness. Everything takes on a higher level of being. Accessing your inner higher spiritual consciousness opens everything to greater awareness, intuitive spiritual guidance, creativity, and wisdom. It takes us away from living with our intellect, our logic, and our reasoning. It takes us away from operating on fear and needs that we have to have met, to a place where we find that our needs are maybe not what we really think they are. It is for this reason that it is so important that we surrender to the highest mind. Living from within is opening and allowing the universal mind of God to direct your life from within. So many people live a life of duality, where within they carry strong values, strong morals by which they wish to live. But daily living with its challenges, with its stresses, very often directs them off that path. And then they end up with doubts, regrets, all kinds of things, which had they gone inside, had they looked for the answers within them, they may have made very different decisions. One of the best ways, of course, to access this inner wisdom is to open your senses through meditation. Meditation literally opens the mental doorway of the mind to higher energies and higher consciousness. It guides us to go within. And it guides us to not just listen, but to hear, and ultimately accept and embrace the inner sense impressions that comes to us from our mind. Through meditation, we become acutely attuned and sensitive to our inner senses. We learn that we are under the influence of a beautiful and reliable consciousness from within. The other thing that we tend to live with when we live from within is our feelings. We tend to respond impulsively upon our feelings, without fear, without thinking. We allow our feelings, the true feelings of our soul, to guide us. We don't constantly try to hide our feelings, hide our thoughts from others, because we feel or we fear that we may be rejected or judged or anything like that. Many people fear laughing, being joyful, because they worry that that may make them seem frivolous. Others don't show their tears because they feel that that may make people think that they are weak, none of which is true. Because when you're in touch with your inner knowledge, your inner senses, the emotions that you feel become so much more real, so much more authentic. And you will then show the emotions or act on emotions that help you to express, help you to heal, and help you to make decisions in your life that you will not regret. The ideal is to try and self-program your mind to be open to the intuitive thought and feeling direction from within, you will find that you are much more confident, more positive, and unequivocally determined, because you know that the decisions you are making, the choices that you are making, are in line with your highest good. You will find that you will be inspired. Inspiration will come when you least expect it. You will feel within yourself thoughts that you did not expect would be there, but thoughts that surprise you in its wisdom, uplifts you, and guides you to a place of joy and a place of knowingness, because you know that thoughts that come from within come from your very soul. They may be subtle, but always they will be a form of communication from your highest self. It will give you a spiritual sixth sense, and it will take away the varnish that veils the truth. Living from within brings you in touch with yourself, your feelings, and brings you back to a positive, inspired life with spirit. Our affirmation for today is as follows: my heart, my mind, and my actions are guided by my higher consciousness, and I confidently follow its direction. Beloved Father, Mother God, as we thank you for yet another week and the gift of another week to come, I ask of you to help us. To help us to be open to hearing your voice as it guides us gently, not only when we are in prayer, but every moment of the day. That gentle nudge that says, no, don't do that, do this. Or why don't you approach this a little bit differently? Or come, take my hand, let me guide you. Give us the courage to listen to our inner voice. Give us the courage to follow the inspiration that we get. And give us the courage to be the most beautiful beings that we can possibly be. And help us to be grateful for the gift of life that you have bestowed upon us, whilst so many others are choosing to leave. We thank you always. Amen.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star.